Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's JROMESHAW on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
My friend, something so interesting happened today. I'm here visiting a friend in Dallas, and I was outside sun gazing in the hammock, and then I decided to walk around and read this new book that I've been looking to finish this weekend. But as I was walking in this neighborhood of my friends, which is a very upscale, what you would call suburb, gated community, nice neighborhood, nice folks, it dawned on me that people were looking at me in a peculiar way. And actually, a couple passed me. They drove past and said, "Good morning." I said, "Hi." I waved at them. And then lo and behold, it wasn't but 10 minutes later, I was approached by a lady who had seen me reading and walking, who expressed with enthusiasm her intrigue and her curiosity at my, I guess, very peculiar way of reading and walking. Now, she expressed to me that she had never before seen anyone walk while reading. And not only that, but in her neighborhood, she had never seen anyone reading. She then began to tell me of all the books that she had that she was giving away and asked me how long I had been such a voracious reader. She was wondering if I was interested in sci-fi, or if I was interested in fantasy novels, or if I was interested in philosophy or self-help. And so when I told her, she exchanged some books with me, which was really nice. Now, something really dawned on me during this whole interaction. What is peculiar about reading and walking, and reading in general today? I'm so thankful for my parents who would read to me at a very young age, actually my mother, and would read Dr. Seuss books, Aesop's fables, different bedtime stories. And when I became of age in middle school and high school, I was known to walk around with a book in my pocket. I do remember being at my old high school in San Antonio, and I remember walking into a classroom. It was a history class, and I remember seeing a teacher just sitting at her desk, just typing away, and I asked her if she would kindly let me sit in the empty classroom. We didn't have to speak. I just asked if she would let me sit and read, and she said yes. And as the weeks and months passed, I would walk in that classroom at lunch. I would actually look forward to lunch because that is when I would escape into a book. I would go to faraway places inside that classroom. Both me and her completely silent, no interaction, but the energy was there. The energy was felt. The book the books that carried me away. So it's often very interesting to me how something so natural to me as walking and reading, expanding my mind and my consciousness, improving myself, developing my personality, my business acumen, all sorts of things. How it looks strange to someone else. My friend, I encourage you to read. And of course, we have these devices, so we have Kindles, we have books that are electronic. But often there's nothing quite like a physical book in your hand where you can flip through the pages and fold down the page to save your place. And it's as if the words on the page are hopping out, greeting you, telling you, come with us. We want to take you to faraway places. Reading can be one of the most fulfilling, one of the most gratifying, one of the most wonderful activities you could do in your life. For self-education, I believe, is much more valuable than the formal. It is what we do after we're done with school. Learning doesn't stop when we graduate, for learning is lifelong. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, that is the Open Palm Podcast here in Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth to be exact. The open palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray you received a kind, encouraging message letting you know that there is power in reading, so much power. And it can not only bring so much fulfillment to your life, but it can make you into a more vibrant human being. Able to have conversations with strangers like I did today, and maybe even exchange a word or two. Share this episode with a like-minded individual, learning and growing, becoming their greatest version. Pay it forward so more can hear the message. And if this is your very first time receiving this podcast, definitely subscribe for more information and more inspirational messages like this. Compelled, if you are, to support, getting my Yoda on, compelled if you are to support. If you are compelled to support, hop on over to anchor.fm/jshaw. Clicking that support link there is much appreciated, my friend. Special shout out goes to all the wonderful supporters, donators, and contributors to the podcast. Much love to you, my friends. Have a wonderful and blessed day or night wherever you are. Grab the new book now on Amazon. It's called Finding Inner Peace by Jerome Shaw. And as always, take care. Hey there, my friend. So you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.